Okay, long story short, I bought a new mic for Jeffrey
Yeah.
because he streams. And then he gave me his old mic, but his mic stand is broken.
That one's
So
fun.
it didn't come with a mic stand.
I used to play that one
is
with
the mic stand.
classmates in
Because it
high
came
school.
on like a little, like,
And we'd like try and compete to see who
broken
could get
thing.
the highest.
All I
in,
really wanted from
our
it was the
physics
mic, and I
class.
just buy a new stand. But I've not
I
gotten
think
to
the
buying a
blender
new
one
stand
is the hardest.
because I'm lazy
Blender?
and
I've never seen this.
It takes a
I'm
random
just lazy.
assortment of them.
So harder too.
Oh.
This game's a sham.
I'm just trying to make it, I'm trying to find the best way to make it so that they can hear it, because that's as long as it can probably go.
This one.
What, the mic?
Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty close.
I just need to do something real quick.
I always wanna make sure it's on the cardioid.
Say what?
When you wanna make sure the pattern's right.
Adam's right?
Cardioid versus omnidirectional. Is that not like a Yeti?
That is a Yeti. But
Yeah.
That's the thing, I actually don't know anything about that. Could you teach me?
I mean, there should just be a button for it on.
On the mic, yeah. Make a little barricade real quick.
Guy really looks like a bear trap. Here.
Oh, there's gain in.
Here's the pattern. Okay.
Oh.
It's already.
It's
Yeah.
an omnidirection already?
Well, you probably want cardioid. So
Yeah,
just,
so it goes there, yeah, that's fair.
What's the front of this? This way?
I don't know.
Or is it? I think it's this way. So you want it like this. So it's already.
Whoa.
I think it's fine like that.
One.
Alright.
That way it
How do
doesn't
you
pick
wanna
up
do
everyone
this?
else.
I'm
I have
gonna
no clue how to.
block this off, but
Alright.
so that people don't walk into it.
Do you know how to play Dreidel? No.
How do you play Dreidel?
Isn't it Earth Day today, anyway?
No, it's Friday, right?
Pretty sure it's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh. What are you up to on a
What are you talking about? 420
Go to the
is
snake
today
for a second.
What are
There's
you
one,
so?
This portal snake. If you, there's one of the options.
This one?
What was that?
I don't know if you've played that
Are you
before.
serious?
It's
Yeah,
awesomely
No.
chaotic.
So I like the
Not yet.
portal,
What
you get
cost
all
your
the
Tuesday,
fruit,
bro?
and then you do the
Yep.
small board.
Yep.
So you-
Oh, the smallest board.
Oh,
I always play
yeah.
on the largest one because I don't want to have to deal with that.
I'm wondering if I move
So
the,
in high school,
from the
me and
computer
two
there,
other
I
guys
just-
in our
just
physics
get
class,
enough
instead of paying
distance to get
attention,
onto the desk.
Oh,
we would only play
See if I
this
can do that.
game
That
with
sounds
those.
about right.
Also, as you can tell,
And
this
we
is
would
a
try
new
and see if we
camera.
could get
They
the
were out
highest
all the other
score.
cameras,
What's
so
your
I see a
Really?
new one. This one requires a
That was
capture
so
card in
long.
order to capture
You
it.
know, it's probably still
Oh.
in your chat.
So,
Hair.
that was fun to learn.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to play.
I would do
that.
the oranges.
It isn't actually that hard, not gonna lie.
Oh.
Yeah, you
So,
can make it
Or
fast.
you
plug
want
this
it
in
on a
into any
fastest
power
speed.
source, I plugged into the computer. HDMI in
Can you
goes
do it
from
on,
here,
like, fast
HDMI
speed,
out
small
goes into the
board,
computer.
those
It
portals?
automatically makes something, and then you can
Oh.
just
It was
capture
fun.
a camera.
So it's really not that much harder.
It isn't that hard, man.
Shoot.
It's just like, I was searching the model and it says, like, how to connect, and they were saying,
That was on,
just
like,
connect
board
HDMI directly to the
normal
computer, I'm like,
speed.
that ain't working, I don't think that's how that
I
works.
think I got it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
boy.
want to say I got like.
That's why I
18
can't
or
move that
19.
there, is because
You
the
you
chart
may have tried this before,
the
but
way
if
it
you
is.
Blender and then just like all of them, it's just.
Is there another plug around here?
I see. I never even used Blender with a thing because I would
closer,
only do the
and that
portals.
doesn't
That's all I would do.
Completely
Like it
block
just,
off.
Blender just
I
picks
love that.
like a bunch of random modifiers. So you know how there's like a whole bunch? It picks like
Well,
2 or
first,
3
I'm
of
gonna
them.
plug it
Just
in,
like
then I'm
those.
gonna move the computer.
annoying.
And then I'm gonna see how far I can get this.
I can't tell if that's a higher quality than the camera.
Does anyone know if the caribou at the MU takes good ones?
I have no clue.
But at the same time, like,
Bucks.
yeah, actually, these are a bit more painful. No, actually, no, this one wasn't that hard to set up compared to the other camera. Because the other camera, you gotta get your own
Are you gonna apply
software.
for?
Yeah, I hated
thingy?
searching down for that. I'm still scared to update.
That's very specific of you.
I'm pretty sure that
The
that
thingy?
app won't work.
It's no
right
free
now.
no. Like, isn't it? Okay.
You can either nominate.
Tell me if my
or have
computer's
someone
about to die,
nominate.
because this one has
Nobody
really bad battery.
is nominated for one
It says
position.
it's funny.
Oh,
Guess I'll
hey,
nominate
Bridges,
myself for one
let's
of them.
go.
If Mitch,
And it doesn't have any
Sage, or somebody
string.
else nominates me.
So now,
probably
theoretically, I can move this forward.
Wait.
Onto the desk, or right
I
here?
don't think I can do this in very position actually.
I'm sorry, guys.
I don't think I can do music.
I can't move this, can I?
Make sure it's
Probably
visible.
You're trying to give that
That's
position away, aren't you?
sketchy.
You have to make sure the front face.
I don't know if I trust them.
Okay. Wait, which was the front again? This?
With the logo.
With the logo.
That sounds like you're a salesman.
Well, we're having to.
I'm in marketing.
Oh, the logo faces the person.
Seems like you are a salesperson.
I mean, this.
Oh, there's stress around that chair.
You gotta take notes.
That is so exciting.
I could.
Hello. Game Development Club. Oh, by the way, it's like live right now.
Oh,
So.
that's fine.
Yeah,
It would look.
Don't say anything about
Don't. Yeah, don't say anything bad about me.
You don't do a lot.
Oh, Sam, I love you. You're amazing.
Thank you. You have never said anything bad about me, so.
You missed it. I was playing Snake in mine too.
Why would I?
I'm trying to get this mic to stay right here, but I'm a bit.
Well, you can't really move this, so.
Yeah.
You can move your laptop up at like 6 inches.
Yeah. Could you move my laptop to the very edge?
And I always get to a point where it's like 50 and I always
Yeah,
A
there we
little
go.
more. Keep going. Just don't make it fall over.
You're good.
There we go. That's like plenty.
I don't have anything.
Like a little barricade I made.
It is really, this is such like an inconsiderate move.
I'm so sorry. People can sit here if they want, but they just can't, cross this way.
We have a hammer?
We've had a hammer.
Made
If you ever came to the
a
previous
least efficient
elections.
route for everybody to get into their seats.
Well, the problem is that
Exactly.
screen is way over there, and I didn't find a good way for me to have the camera be close and see both people and also.
It makes sense for the recording stand.
Yeah. But all the other sides, I'm sorry, guys.
No one
If you have any complaints, don't complain to me
I can
because
always
I
show my
totally was the
Pokemon
one
in and make
messed
it
up.
class.
Sam is infallible.
Yep.
Maybe I could use it as a recruitment thing for some
Yeah.
SE majors.
But for the two lucky people who happen to sit here, you're gonna get the time. Time of your life.
I have two friends in that class.
Oh.
Something. There was like, okay, Joe, you gotta make Pokemon now.
Mm.
Alright, you wanna try like speaking real quick, see if it's picking up?
They're like,
Hello. What's up?
That's the
What's
secret.
up, Sam?
Oh, yeah. I got a friend
How's it
in
going?
class and he was like, yeah,
It's me speaking at normal
I can
volume.
hear you pretty well.
Okay.
I don't know how big it is though, so I don't know.
It looks like they're making it.
Sure, open it. I mean, okay, listen.
I heard something.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to ask them what they play on it.
I mean, what's yours? Okay.
I'm fine with that.
You have
When are you
to
taking that class?
adjust
Next
like the
semester?
game.
Oh, I'm not kidding.
Oh.
I can, but I'm just
I-
afraid
I-
I'm gonna miss it on this 2 minutes until the.
Yeah.
You were software engineer and then you switched. I was gonna say, if your comps or, it's ever, or anything in there,
Yeah,
then
eventually.
you'll make it eventually, but.
No, wow.
I'm assuming you've started 1.09.
Instead, I get to make Excel sheets.
I heard it's
That sounds like fun.
If I said make an Excel sheet, it's all Sudoku puzzle.
Oh, I need to put an announcement to the.
Yeah.
I mean, some
Oh, with the link?
I've done it.
Yeah, why don't you?
It's interesting. It's an creativity, let's just say that.
This is wild, these 30
I
things
really
are.
wanna learn like actually how to do things. There's like a lot.
Are we allowed to have people on the thing if they happen to be watching?
Is above.
In Excel,
Or
you
are
can
we
like.
just gonna-
We were just gonna do voting by hand, so if people aren't here, they're not gonna get a vote.
Barring
I
you though, like,
I
you can
will,
do a lot with just like.
I'll make the announcement.
I mean, like, here.
Yeah, just make sure you include that information in there too.
Anybody who's made it this far.
I thought it was very interesting.
I've been too late for anyone who wants to do it. I was
Yeah.
But like I said, because my computer
It's like,
shut down, or got short circuited. so I
What is
accessed
the
all
I think it would be
number
fun
of the
to
building?
The room?
Yeah, room.
0138.
Is it Excel, like an Excel spreadsheet?
Horticulture. Yep.
Whenever,
Yeah, so.
the one. After that, doing that, I was like,
This organized yeah, we're gonna have gladiator tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Gladiator tournament?
It's not like reporting what they.
Is that a video game?
So you see,
No,
I'm
it's,
not taking
we're
it.
gonna bring
But if I put this
iron
here-
swords.
And kill each other? That sounds awesome.
No, lions, you can't have those, those are illegal.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what can't you have? Oh.
what happens if you put in a number?
We
that's not
could, we can just bring everyone's cat, just don't we share?
I don't have a cat.
do
First
it,
time I've ever sent a
right?
message
You can't
to
just like go off.
555 plus people.
Well, I don't know how to play Sudoku. Is it
Yeah, I did it.
It's
Really?
one of each number, 1 through 9, in each row, column, and box.
There's that.
And then there's the.
Well, yeah, this is just trivia.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with
Is that the one that is like
Yeah.
414 and there's like?
We'll wait a couple more minutes in case people show up.
And
Sorry.
it's big cross.
Oh, no.
Just start with announcements, we saw a lot of people.
Oh, that's true. All right, so I'm gonna get started. Welcome everyone. First thing is I have some announcements. So, the social night is this Friday. That'll be in Marston 2200 as always. You can bring games and you can bring friends, but not both. So make a choice. And apparently Jeff wants the gladiator death to the end. So.
Yeah.
And then our last meeting is also next week. So this will be a final review of everything. We're gonna do like a trivia game or something, and we might potentially have some real prizes. So I think how we're gonna do it, as of right now, is the top 3 prizes or top 3 places will get a Steam gift card of $5. So I will also put that in an announcement when I announce that. Hopefully more people will come then. But we thought it'd be like a fun way to kind of end the year with everything that we've done so far. So, most important thing of the night, the elections. Just a quick review of all of the positions again. The president is the person who conducts all the meetings and organizes all the club events, basically just kind of runs the entire club. You are the man in charge or woman in charge, and then you basically get all the responsibilities. Like if we don't have a chair for the tech position, for example, then that would be your responsibility to either delegate it or do it yourself. Probably the second option. So just keep that in mind. The vice president is second in control, helps the president do a lot of things when he's not here. And they also help with organizing club events. Hayden this year, for example, did all of the event scheduling. So, the treasurer is the second most important position. They keep track of the club funds as well as club dues. So whenever people pay money, you will take that money, do the appropriate things that the university tells you to do with it, and file necessary paperwork. It's not that bad. It's very minimal, especially since we don't get food every meeting. So the only times we really do any work is around game jams. But other than that, you also just keep track of the money, and then if we ask about it during our officer meetings, then that's your responsibility. And then the secretary just kind of like maintains statistics about the club, which I've been kind of lax about that recently. But in addition to what they have done this year, it's also going to be sending out club emails as well as the announcements, since they're basically the same thing. And then also we'll have some note-taking at just the officer meetings. You don't have to take notes at the normal meetings. That would be kind of weird. So, yeah. Some requirements if you want to run. You have to have a cumulative GPA of at least 2.0, and this is just so the university knows that you are putting your school above the club. So if you have a GPA less than that, you might want to focus more on your schoolwork. You have to be in good standing with the university, which means you're not like suspended or something dumb, so don't do anything dumb. And then the last thing is that you have to be enrolled at least half-time, so that's 6 credits for undergrads, which is I think everyone here, or 4 credits if you're a grad student. So, some rules for the elections that we're going to do here in a minute. In order for somebody to be elected, they must be first nominated. This can either be by yourself or by somebody else, does not matter. After somebody nominates you, you can either say I accept or I don't accept or deny, whatever, if you want to take that position or not. If you accept, you will come up to the front of the room, give a quick speech. It can be anywhere between 10 seconds and a minute and a half, soft cutoff. just so we can keep getting through people. And then we'll also have some time after that for you to just like answer questions if anybody has any questions for you. Nothing too high pressure. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions now for me? Yeah?
Such a stupid question, but the speech is about like why you should be at that position. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Were you gonna give a speech about Pizza Tower?
I would like to thank my mom and dad for letting me be nominated.
Give it a minute-and-a-half speech on sand.
Sand?
Sand.
I hate sand. It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere. Okay. So, just so you know, I put the elections in the order of importance. In order to run the club, we have to have a president and a treasurer. Therefore, those are the first two positions we will fill, and then we will go with the other two. So, first up is president. Would anybody like to nominate somebody?
Including yourself. I nominate Jimmy.
Ooh. What's he gonna say?
Accept or did I? Okay. Deny? Okay.
I agree.
The president can also nominate people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll nominate myself, and I accept. Okay, so here's my speech. Somebody can time me if you will, but I don't think I'll go that long.
You need to be seconded by
I'm gonna
somebody.
time you, just tell me.
I second.
Oh yeah, somebody, please.
All right, I'm ready.
Thanks.
That's fourth.
Are you timing me? All right, start it. So, as you all know, this club has been doing great this year. That's something I kind of want to keep going. We've had unofficially record attendance just this year. I think we've had on average about this many at every meeting, mostly from last semester. It's been dwindling a little bit, but that's kind of expected. And we also got our first club award, Jack of all trades, from the Engineering Student Council. So I thought that was super cool, and I hope that we can keep the train going, hopefully get something like that next year. And then in addition to that, we've also had better prizes at the game jams, partially due to increasing funds, but also just better overall management. So some things I want to do for you guys next year is, first of all, I want to get access to the gaming lab in the Pearson Hall. They recently renovated the lab with like $50,000 in it worth of computers. So I've been on the good side of our advisor, and I think I can get into that lab for next year. That would be awesome. Obviously, we'll have t-shirts next year, but hopefully hats and stickers. Sadly, we didn't get to that this year, but that's something that if we start at the beginning of next year, we can get that done. That'll be available to everyone, including non-members. And then lastly, I want to have better game jams, start advertising sooner, maybe get a sponsor, just start working on it overall earlier in the year, so it's not, so it's better than what it was this year. So that's my speech.
Empty promises, don't vote for him.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Went over the top.
Anybody else want to nominate anybody else?
Well, does anybody have any questions first?
Oh.
Yeah?
Irrelevant question, but could you turn off the lights in the front?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Just want to see if it looks better. Yeah, that does look better. Perfect.
That wasn't irrelevant. You're good, Sam. Anybody else? Okay. Does anybody else have any other nominations? Oops. Going once? Going twice? Okay. It is finalized. Due to my amazing convincing skills, I am now the president again. Thank you. All right. Next up is the treasurer. Does anybody have any nominations? I nominate Jeff.
Why me?
Because I think you'd be good at it.
Bro.
Because I think you'd be good at it.
I deny it. I don't have that much money in my bank account. 'Cause
That's
I'm
not.
very-
That's, you don't. Not your bank account.
You just gotta like go approve some stuff.
No, I still deny.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I nominate myself.
I second you. All right, come up here. Give a speech.
Speech about treasuring.
Right here.
Cool. About treasuring, in my experience, I know how to sign paperwork, and I know what money is. I'm not gonna flex how much money I have for the school, but, in terms of things that, I wanna do is, I plan to get things out earlier and sooner so that we can hear back sooner, and,
Jimmy, take like 2 steps that way.
Perfect, now we can see.
Yeah, I just want to get out paperwork sooner and update the team as fast as I can, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Thank you.
Stay there.
Stay there?
Stay there. Stay there.
Okay.
Questions for Jimmy on how he's not gonna spend all of our money on dumb things like gambling.
What are you gonna do to me?
I don't know.
I don't
You
gamble.
denied.
Yeah,
You
you
denied. You
gamble?
don't wanna do
No.
it.
It wasn't gambling.
Do you gamble?
No.
Oh.
Would you gamble?
No.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else have any other nominations? Anybody? Okay, going once. Going twice. Sold. Jimmy, you're now the treasurer. Alright, next up is the coveted vice president position. Does anybody have any nominations?
I nominate Ethan.
Oh.
Do you accept or deny?
Yeah, I guess I accept.
I'll second it. Alright, come up and give a speech.
It's required.
It is required. Listen, if you can't give a speech, how are you gonna go up and teach the slides?
All right. So currently, I am the outreach chair for the club. What did I do? I did some stuff. The music workshop, that was because of me.
That was a good workshop.
Even though I wasn't able to make it. Since I'm already on the chair board or whatever, I know how the meetings usually go, so I'm familiar. And I've talked to Mitch a bunch, so if he's the president, which he will be, I'm familiar with Mitch. So I can help him. Vote for me for vice president 2023, 2024.
Any questions?
Yes, I play Wizard 101.
Instant vote.
Oh.
Do you like video games?
I was gonna ask.
No.
What's your favorite video game and why is it not Sonic?
I don't think there could be a better vice president.
Did you just listen to him say this on like video?
It's not Sonic because Have you seen Sonic games? Sonic is alright. It's just not the
I've never
best.
played a Sonic game. and I
Yes,
agree.
Jimmy.
I'm just fighting words.
What's your third favorite color?
My first is green. My second is blue. Purple.
That's not what he asked.
Those are evil colors.
So, by process of elimination, my third is probably black.
It's not a color.
The right
It's
answer
a
is
color.
light yellow. I mean, so.
But I mean, if you mix all the colors in a paint can together, you get black.
I would never do that.
I thought you'd get brown if you mix all the colors.
You were supposed to say
Well,
it.
Black is a good color because it goes with all other colors.
It's not a color, that's
What's
a
your thoughts
value.
on yellow?
Oh.
Yellow is my least favorite color.
Perfect.
That's my favorite.
Your answer
All right,
was
get off
supposed
the
to be-
stage.
the answer was-
There's
the answer
something
was
with
supposed to
Jerry
be Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
I'm supposed to
How
sign.
could you?
That's all you had to say.
We're gonna get a video of the graphics.
I thought we had to get that out there.
So you want advertising marketing? So you have more authority on that than I do.
Okay. Do we have any other nominations for vice president?
I nominate Sage.
No.
I nominate myself.
Oh.
Do we have any
User
seconds?
22.
What?
Random user 22.
Sure, I'll second it.
All right. Come up and give a speech.
Didn't think I'd get this far. Let's go.
Told you it was coveted.
In the absence of everything, I just wanted to make things more interesting. I'm very new to this club. My name is Quinn Carnish. I want to get more invested in this group and learn more about programming and game development. So if this will get me closer to everything, the life of this club and the people that make it possible, then I'll take it on. Any questions? I will only take irrelevant ones.
Do you like video games?
Yes.
What's your least favorite video game?
The one I always go back to, League of Legends.
If you had to change something about the club in a positive way, what would you change and why?
It's an only irrelevant question.
Ooh.
You can insult the president. It's okay. He can handle it.
It's just salts. Okay. I'll worry about
He
it.
should not wear his hat as much. That's
Ah.
the hat needs to go.
I like my jacket.
Looks like you got yourself black ass.
I do need a haircut. I'll take that criticism.
What's your major and why isn't it communications?
I'm an ME major with a minor in computer science, and the reason it's not communication is because I'm an engineer.
I have an important question. What year are you?
I'm a junior going into senior year.
Yes.
Do you like yellow?
Yes.
You got this.
We'll do these last two questions and that's it.
What do you think about the color hot pink?
I will wear it tomorrow.
Hell yeah. I would see it.
Do you think you'll have the time necessary to fulfill your duties with all your ME classes, with comp sci classes?
The only relevant question that kind of matters. I say kind of matters. Yeah, I'll make it work. I'll put everything in front of everything if I need to.
You'll also be a senior next year, right? So
Yeah.
it should be a little easier than this year. Maybe. All right, thank you. Any other nominations?
I can't even be, I'm graduating.
I nominate you.
I cannot accept. The only
bad, you're
circumstance.
nominated.
That's how he knew I asked one important
No, yeah, he can't accept because he wouldn't be a student.
Below it too.
Wants to help.
I nominate Ben.
No.
Every year.
Come on, we need a third runner.
Why?
You got me? Triple down,
This is
triple
first
down.
pass. Is this not first past the post voting? We're gonna get a spoiler effect.
What?
This is a voting system. What voting system are we using?
That is a good.
I was just gonna.
GDC club voting system.
The third party never wins. All right, all right. Any other nominations? Going once. Going twice. Yeah. No, not yet, because there's 2 people. Okay. Nominations are closed. So, how do you spell Quinn?
Quinn.
Okay. This is gonna sound very childish, but do you think we should do everyone put their heads down and raise their hands?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Heads up, 7 up.
Yeah, we're playing heads up, 7 up, but like not really. So, everyone put down your hands, and I'll go in order, or put down your heads, and I'll go in order of speech. So, if you would like Ethan to be vice president, please raise your hand. Okay? Put your hands down. And then if you would like Quinn to be your vice president, please raise your hand. Okay, raise your heads. By 2 votes, Quinn is now the vice president of the Game Development Club. Congratulations.
And I'm gone.
Hey, take his hand. Turn around.
This is like a 2004 election.
We need a recount.
I couldn't tell if John's hand was raised or not. No one's the balance working exactly.
All right. Lastly, is the secretary. Honestly, this one's probably more code, to be honest. Everyone sees it as the easiest one, so whatever. But yeah, so any nominations?
I nominate Ben.
No.
I nominate Jeff.
You get a lot of nominations.
Yeah, we like you, Jeff.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Sure.
If I'm secretary, does that mean I'm like, I forfeit like the tech chair?
I mean, you can do both. We can just not have somebody be the tech chair.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want competitors.
You're welcome to be. You're welcome to also do the tech positions if you'd like, and then we can just omit it from the chair positions, and that would be your responsibility next year.
True. Okay, I accept.
Okay, I second it. Come up and give a speech.
Okay.
I think I accept it.
Hi. This is my first, well, this is not really my first time being up here because I'm tech chair, but yeah, I've been in this club for like 2 years. Had a pretty good time so far. I'm a sucker for logistics. I like note-taking. I take notes in literally all of my classes, even if it's not like required, because it's just like force of habit, so I would love to like keep track of everything related to the club and manage that stuff. Also, I think I have a decent sense of humor, so I hope the announcements and emails would be funny, grab your attention.
How good are you at making memes?
At like traditional stuff, I'll admit I'm a little bit out of the ringer because like I'm into like high concept like stuff that like I don't know, most people would probably like think I'm really weird for liking it, but I can like downplay that a bit to like make it more mainstream, you know.
Okay.
I get marketing. Yeah.
You like note taking so much? What's your favorite brand of pencil?
I use mechanical pencils mostly, but
Okay.
either that or my laptop. I use the laptop for a lot of stuff. I got 100 typing speed is 100 words per minute.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
That's recorded.
I've only got 69, so don't test it.
Yeah. Oh, is that a question? You're good, get out.
I'm trying to think of a funny question. No.
Well,
Don't get one.
alright.
Any other questions?
Do you like games?
Probably. I think so. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Any other nominations? Yes.
I nominate Ethan.
I'll second it. Do you accept? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
There we go.
gosh.
I just hit the switch. It's me again. I'm already a chair member, so I know what the club, the meetings are like for the chairs. I like memes too, so I can do funny meme. I can take notes too. My GPA is 3.87. 84, sorry. So I can take notes. Questions.
You said you like memes, but how do you feel about making memes?
Well, I feel like those go hand in hand.
Okay.
Making memes is an art.
Typing speed.
67 words per minute.
That's 2/3.
But I take my notes by hand,
Oh.
not typing them.
How fast can you write by hand?
I don't know.
New question.
Okay.
What's your favorite meme?
Well, what category? Like that's like saying what's your
Like, what's your favorite like template that you see?
There's so many. I don't know.
Alright, here's a question. What's the most memeable video game? In your opinion, of course.
TF2.
Which is a good answer.
That's a good answer.
I think Skyrim's pretty good too. I know this isn't a game, but SpongeBob is probably the most memeable show. So,
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna say what's the most memeable show.
SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, fair enough. Softball. Thank you, Ethan.
Any other nominations?
Can we get a third? Can we get one more?
I nominate Jimmy.
Oh, double. He's already in a position.
Again.
Wait.
This man was dead serious for a second.
I nominate my dad.
I nominate Hayden.
I'll do it.
You would, if you could.
I'll take another class.
Yeah, stats.
Go full time again.
Come back and take stats again.
No. No. The club, I love you guys, but no.
That's what they're taking right now.
Any other nominations? Going once. Going twice. Okay. Nominations are closed. So. please put your heads down. Same process. Again, we'll go in order of speech. First is Jeff. Please raise your hands. Okay. Hands down. And now, Ethan, please raise your hands. All right. Please put your heads up. It was a landslide.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Ethan.
I thought it was easy,
It's
guys.
just
You're
like
on,
four
But
days.
do you want me to put it up there? So, congratulations to Jeff, our new secretary.
And I get all the tax benefits.
Of course. So, thank you, everyone. I'm glad that we had some competition this year compared to the last, 4. So, that's pretty awesome. All right. So, as promised, next is the showcase. So, unless anybody has any questions about the elections, which also I should say, if you are interested in a chair position, as always, we will do those at the beginning of the next semester after fall showcase, or not showcase, fall club fest. That's when we offer all the chair positions. So if you're interested in doing something like that, just keep that in mind, and we'll have this at the beginning of next year. Okay, showcase time. Okay, does anybody have anything they want to show that they've been working on, or a game jam game? Something cool? All right, Ben, come up here.
All year? All semester? I think I was working on it all semester.
So unfortunately, I don't have anything that's actually playable because it's just a card game and I don't have physical cards with me. But I've been making some of these, and me and a friend just decided, you know what, let's make a card game. And so we started making a card game. And we made a spreadsheet, and then I wrote a program that generates these images for the cards, and I'm probably going to try and print out some physical ones at some point once there's more of them there. You can kind of read them. It's kind of a resource system, so you start out with 10 counters, and you get 1 a turn from that pool, and then you play them for the cost. That's the number of stars in the corner, or the number in the bottom right. You put that many counters on the card, and then every turn you take 1 counter off. And if we look at let's see, is there a good example of it? There's some weird ones. This one's probably a good example though. So this one just does 3 damage. So you put 2 counters on it from your pool, and then you take off 1 counter each turn, and when the last counter is removed, then it deals 3 damage to a target opponent. And so they'll all have weird stuff like that. This one's interesting because it has, you put 3 counters on it, and every time you remove a counter, it does 2 damage to an opponent. So instead of just all at once, it's kind of over time. There's some mechanics just generally like that scattered throughout here. And then you've got counter spells and shields and stuff like that. And so the idea is that you just spell sling at each other. Yeah.
Cool. Do the colors mean anything?
They mean a little bit, but they don't actually mean anything for gameplay.
Are you gonna replace them with pictures eventually?
Well, the big empty area, yes.
Yeah.
If I eventually get images made, I mean, I'm not a super good artist, so.
I think you should not put pictures, you should just have.
Yeah, the way I generated it, I'm actually really happy with. It's just, it picks 25 random points in the background, and then just colors the shade based on how close it is to the point. For every, so it's just some. It's what?
It's called a Voronoi, or I don't know how to say it. Nobody knows how to pronounce it right, but it spelled Voronoi.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to Google that. That's basically what you do.
I mean, it's just an algorithm I threw together. It's something that's not just a flat background.
Yeah.
I thought you said boring. It's like, wow.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah. Any other interesting ones in here? I don't know. There's this one. This is the only X cost that you can just pay in as much, counters as you want, and then it just stays and holds another spell off from triggering until then. Yeah, there's just a variety of effects. You can see the whole thing. If you're really curious about this, or I actually do have some like printed off test cards, but I don't have them with me. But if anyone wants to like look through these or play it at some point, I'd love to do some testing. But yeah, that's all.
Is that how you say it? Voronoi, that's how you say it. I was close. Oh. Well, I mean, I can't. Does anybody else want to go? I was just going to come up here and ask that anyways, but I guess I'm going to do all the other thing. Jimmy?
What do you mean? I don't think you've shown it off the club yet.
That was like, maybe like, what, like a half an hour worth of like work. Yeah, there you go.
Still show it.
You want me to still
You
show
showed
it?
the Pac-Man game twice.
Okay, that was because like.
For-
that was
Go,
all just last
bring
year.
it, bring it up, bring it up.
This man telling me to do everything. God.
Treasurer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the treasurer. You have to devote your life to this club now.
Really? I'm gonna treasure your days. Somebody go in the meantime, because I still got a long email.
Oh, does anybody else want to go? So let's set it up.
Oh.
They got it set up, you know, with the extra keyboard.
Does anybody else have anything they want to show in the meantime?
Oh my god, this is so awkward. Now everyone's gonna.
I know there's people in the room with stuff done. I know there are. You bring your laptop. All right. You should show it off for the next meeting.
All right.
Jimmy, how long is it going to take for you to set up?
Oh, fair enough, yeah. You're like, you know how to apply this. Yeah,
Show,
you
show the side.
Show your Walter White game.
just don't play it.
It's not Walter White, it's Heisenberg. There's a difference.
I'm sorry, I was like, what are you trying to say? It's blinking.
By the time, Mitch, by the time it loads, is it loaded already?
Huh?
By the time you load everything, these will be set up.
It'll take like 2 seconds. It's in Visual Studio.
It needs to load the Breaking Bad or something. There's probably, I can read
Oh, yeah.
I guess it will take just as long, Jimmy. I gotta like plug in my computer and crap.
I think that was from, Mitch, was that behind you? Was that already out there?
What?
Behind you.
That was already there.
Oh.
I don't know what club was here before, but Sam and Trevor are now Trevor is now the president of that club.
Who won the president vote?
I don't know. Can't remember.
all it is.
We might have to do a revote.
Somebody in the front of the room, somebody standing up in front of the room. Oh, I thought you were already.
No, I did.
They weren't.
You really want to be high school stuff?
What?
Okay, let me. Oh, currently I'm not. Hold on, I want this to be cool. I gotta do something quick. Hopefully this doesn't break because I forgot to test this.
If it does, then that's the point of.
That's game development for you. Stuff breaks all the time. Who's ready for the summer? I am. Let's go. What building are you in, Sam?
I'm working in person this time.
Oh.
I'm gonna be working in.
Actually, cybersecurity minor as well. I'm a cybersecurity minor as well.
Did they make it so you guys could go back there again, but then they pay for housing again, or not?
They didn't pay for mine because I live in Cedar Rapids.
It's in my major.
That's why I don't
business is like,
I don't see no point in being super close. If I can just do from all that from home.
Should have done this beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
We're having
thinking.
fun discussing.
I know.
Computer engineering.
I'm excited for
Tears of the Kingdom. I still think it's so funny when they came out that night, that title.
Yeah. Well, nice to
All right, now we just gotta wait for it to build, and then we're good. Oh, it's gonna be loud. I added music.
They're gonna show up Stalker 4. And it's gonna be bad. I'm so disappointed it's not. Like, it ticked me off.
They don't. It's multiple choice.
It literally it crashed every hour on my screen. Like every hour on the hour. It crashed. It was non-fun.
Like, here's a path paper. Write a song. I don't know. They didn't specify a specific one. They just had a sing song and song. Cursed. And I was like, I was intimidated.
Uh-oh, that's cringe.
Because they gave me it wasn't like a quick sword. It wasn't like bubble sword. It wasn't like.
All right, well, I guess I'll just run it in debug mode. Oh wait. No, I think I know. I think I know.
Actually, not necessarily. Theoretically,
I think I need to
statistically,
clean. Never mind, I know what it is. Can I ask, like, how many people in here are seniors other than Hayden and John? Oh yeah, same too.
I graduate next semester.
Yeah. Okay. We're all gonna miss you, believe it or not.
Another semester, he's got a whole other game jam.
I know, but like after that.
And who says I'm not coming back for other game jams? Although I don't know.
He dies with Sam.
It's okay. My legacy will live on.
I hope so.
I mean, decently through all your shirts.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
We're gonna drum off.
I'm up. You're up. Jimmy's up.
It's okay. If I die, you guys have my permission to make me a multi-million-dollar franchise.
Yeah, we're gonna do Mark.
All right, last try. If this doesn't work, then yeah, Jimmy can just come up and show.
I can actually see that. I can see the resemblance. Like,
I don't know why the release version won't work, but whatever.
Yeah, I should see that. A lot of people say that I look like.
Oh, I forgot to mention the president also gets the hammer all year.
Aww.
I know.
And
I said that earlier.
I forgot to. Oops, I left it out.
Yeah, I guess. It's just like Florida in 2000 every time.
Then I would have taken the position.
I've said that so many times today.
Really, Jimmy? Would you have?
no, I have a mentor, which is really nice. He graduated.
All right.
Oh,
So I added just some random songs from the internet, and I thought this one sounded cool. So yeah, I'll let it play for a second.
Shout out to Grace for making the cows.
No, those are still my cows.
Oh, they are? Well, she
Yeah.
also makes cows.
Okay, so for those that don't know, the official name of my game is now Alkaline, and if anybody else is a nerd, you should know exactly what that's from. It's the alkaline earth metals in the periodic table. It's a group of elements, and so I thought that was kind of cheesy because like it's an elements game. Woo! So, I added one thing. This was mostly just for testing purposes, but I made like a sandbox mode. So, just for those of you that don't actually, I guess I should take a step back. For anybody that doesn't know what my game is, it's a falling sand simulation game, kind of like those old ones on the computers. I am inspiring this mostly off of Noida, but I didn't like that Noida is a roguelike because I don't really like roguelikes that much. So I made my own version. I'll play them, but they're not my favorite. So I'm making a survival game version of it. You'll see that in a second. But in the sandbox here, you can go through all the elements and place them. It's really slow because it's in debug mode for some reason. It wouldn't work otherwise. But also water is broken. I'm still trying to fix that. But this allows you to just kind of mess around with stuff, see how things interact. You can pause it, so you can place a bunch of stuff and then hit play, and it will go. If I run this in release mode, this would have been on the ground in like a second, It's just the fact that there's a lot of like bound checking and stuff in the way. So once the game is actually released, performance will not be an issue because this is all in C++. So, but yeah, it's just something. And then the actual game itself, Walter White, not Walter White actually, because that would be not good.
Hash brown.
I don't like this song that much, so that didn't work. Okay.
YouTuber intro.
I'll just play it anyways. This is also free on the internet. But yeah, my plan is to make it open world. I'm actually just gonna.
Yeah, turn down the music a little.
I can't turn it down. Well, I guess I can. Wait. There, good enough. Yeah, my plan is to kind of make the game play a little more like Terraria for pacing, I guess, where you focus more on exploration and building. The main difference between that, though, is that anybody that's played Terraria knows it's a set terrarium. It's just like a map, right? My game circles all the way around, so if you keep walking to the right, you will eventually circumnavigate the planet, and you'll end up back where you started, which I think is going to be a pretty cool feature. Every element will eventually interact with each other. Like if I place water, and then I place like lava or something, which right now it doesn't. Right now it's just just sits on top of it. But eventually it gets to the point where they have different like heat and properties and stuff. So the lava would sink below the water would turn into steam, etc., etc. All different things that would go on in the world as you're playing, kind of like how Noida does too. Things could light on fire, etc. I don't think. Oh yeah. So the other thing I also want to do is make the game more controller friendly. I feel like every sandbox game always has like a grid inventory, which is like great and all, but like if you're playing on Xbox, that kind of sucks. So I thought about making the idea of instead of hotbars, you have item wheels instead of like as a hotbar. So you'd be able to press in this case like E or something. This would bring this up. You can select an item, and then that would update what item you're holding. And then you could also press Q, which would bring up a second hotbar, so to speak. So you can have like two different sets, and that would be like each hand. The other thing I really want to focus on is customization in this game. So everything in the game, going from blocks to like items of clothing, tools, and the character itself would all be completely customizable in its entirety. So for example, like I just kind of like, the reason why I drew this is because this is an example. Heisenberg is like an example of what somebody can make. You could take like a cloth element, for example, you would draw it onto a blueprint, and then you could craft it, and then you could wear it. So people can make the characters look like whatever they want. Their tools, those will be a little different. They're less for looks and more for functionality. So I'll have a system in place where if you use certain different elements and you design it in different ways, that'll influence like how efficient it is and how much power it is, etc. So that's all my plans for the future. There's a way to. Yeah, I also added background stuff from last time, and walking around. I guess you couldn't walk around last time if I remember right. But yeah, this looks really cool when it's in release mode, because like if you go down here and you like break one of these, it'll all like flow down. Yeah, obviously it would go a lot faster than this, and it would actually look kind of fluid, which is like the cool part. But I'm getting like 5 frames right now because it's in debug mode. Now it's sped up. It also got stuck up there, but all things I'm working on. I do want to show off some other couple of assets quick too. Oop, not that one. So yes, Grace, if anybody knows her from here, is also helping me work on this, or is going to be, which is super awesome. She's made a cow animation for me so far, which I really liked, and she plans on working on other stuff over the summer. So I think I can pull that up. Oh man, it's tiny. But her cow is much cuter than mine.
Cow.
Did you say yeah?
I say cow.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't blame you. But yeah, I think they look nice. So, very excited. Then the other thing was, yeah, so here's like the inventory system that I'm thinking about going for. Also, circle. Same concept, same reasoning. Items and stuff would look like just like inside of the slice or something. So this inside slice is your hotbar. So if you want to edit it, you press E or Q based on which one you want to change. And then you can drag things from the outside, which is your inventory. So you can swap them out and stuff. I'm still not sure how I want it to be represented, whether it's just like a block like this or it tiles, because that kind of looks cool in my opinion. But it's all different things that I'm messing with. So, does anybody have any comments, any questions at all? Cool. Yeah, that's my game. If you're interested, I have a Discord server for it. If you want to follow along, or you can just follow me on Twitter. But yeah, thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a way to climb out of kits?
As of right now, there's not, but there will be. Probably add like ladders or some sort of. Probably, you know what I'll probably do is add a rope element, and then you'll be able to place it and just climb up the rope. Yeah.
So you said the world like repeats,
Yeah.
or like kind of just loops around. So
Yeah, loops
how does
around.
it make that distance of looping it less than the size of the screen?
First of all, that won't be a feature. Because how it does it based on chunks, right? Each chunk is 256 by 256 pixels, which is more than the width of the screen, or no, it's slightly less. But basically, I think what would happen is you would just see like the next, like behind you, in front of you, and then when you edit something, it would also appear on the other side. So it's like just gonna be goofy. Yeah. Yes.
What is your gameplay loop? Why do people want to play your game?
I'm hoping people want to play it for the same reason that they play other sandbox games. One thing that I really want to focus on is less of the sandbox aspects and more on the like combat, I guess. Like having all of this like pixel stuff is great, but I feel like that should just be something that's just kind of there and not really the focus of the game. Because I feel like that in of itself isn't going to draw in players. But if I have like combat that's similar to something like Salt and Sanctuary, if you know what that game is, like that game's very, I'm not going to say it's going to be that hard, but if it's something like combat looks like that, and there's also like bosses and stuff, and you can create your own worlds and stuff, like, I don't know, I feel like that would be pretty attractive for players. And again, with the Terraria like pacing, something like that, where you have a boss and then you have some downtime in between to explore and stuff, so. Anybody else? Cool. Jimmy, it's your turn. The HTML code.
Oh, look, it's a little anteater. Alright, nobody look. Just kidding. It doesn't matter.
Why is your profile picture slightly shifted to the left and pixelated?
That's a good question.
Why is there so much JDC?
It just came like that. Okay.
I love it.
Well, look at that. It's the exact same, except I filled in the rooms a bit. And also, this is supposed to be an enemy, but the AI is really bad. And yeah, it just changes every time, because you know me and my good old RNG.
There's the picture.
These are just Omega things. I don't know what else. I didn't know what else to make them. But once you get 20 of them, then if it like blinks yellow, then that means you can shove it. But if you hold up, then you can also break it. And if you press X, you can break it like that. And yeah, there you go. This was just some 3D garbage I was testing with. It's a book. Yeah, it's spin. And it's going to be like the angle. And then, yeah, shove.
Did you sprite stack the book, or did you actually 3D render it?
I sprite stacked it.
Okay.
So yeah.
There you go. And you're still alive.
Nothing happens yet. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else to show. There it is.
What are the Omega things like represent?
What?
What are the Omega things like? Why Omega?
What?
Why?
That guy talked before you said it. Oh yeah. Say it again. Say it again.
Why Omega?
Oh, because it's cool.
Because he's the Omega.
That's it, pretty much. I'll probably end up changing it in the future. I don't know. Just a placeholder.
Anybody else? Anybody?
It is almost 8 o'clock.
It is keen observation.
It is.
All right, if anybody else wants to go, going once, going twice. Okay, I have a few more things to say, and then I will let you be on your way. Oh, I didn't copy them. Oh well. So, again, social night this Friday, Marston 2200. And then next week will again be our last meeting, and we will have a fun time. Again, we'll have a giant quiz, and then hopefully some $5 prizes or something like that for the top 3 winners. So if you're interested in doing that, please show up to the next meeting. It would mean a lot to me and everyone else. So go forth, make games, and be awesome. Oh yeah, sorry.
What time does it start?
It starts at, I believe, 7? Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Usual time.
Yep, Marston 2200 on Friday. Yes. No guarantees. That's up to the building, not us. Any other questions?
Do you like games?
I do not have an answer for that at this time.
I prefer not to answer.
Try again next year.
Try again next year.
Wait.
Yes.
You like making games and being awesome.
Yes.
Alright.
That's so cool.
What
That
about going forward?
Going forward on that statement.
Oh, okay. Oh, I missed that.
Going forth is optional. You could just stay here if you wanted to make games. I mean, that's okay too. But
But then how do you progress? How do you get better? You gotta go forward.
I mean, yeah. Well, good point. That's where I passed the question to Hayden. He can answer.
What was the question?
How do you go forward?
Can you make the right arrow button and the slide already?
What? Oh. Yeah, go forth, make games, and be awesome. Thank you, guys.
Take 437 while you have a chance.
437?
Yeah.
The game
I was looking for
Yeah.
427.
I don't think that's a class.
430.
It's supposed to be coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I might take that next semester.
I couldn't find it when I was on Access.
Oh, Sam, no.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so they're offering 339 in the fall, which is the prerequisite for 437.
Which Jeffrey also wanted to take that, and then he realized Stat 330
What?
and that class. are prereqs.
339 is the graphics class. I forget the official title.
336.
Computer.
Or yeah, 336. My bad, not 339.
Don't make
No, it's
don't make me
336.
so
I get mixed up. They're basically the same
Don't
number.
make me
Okay.
I'm bummed.
Oh, you're graduating this
Yeah.
Who's gonna make us cookies for the social night now?
I'll do that.
You will? Okay. Someone's gotta make the official cookie.
That
Tristan
should
did
be
me
a
good.
chair position.
Yes, I
The baking chair. The problem is if we make it a chair position, then it has to be through the university. So we'd have to like actually register that we're bringing
we
food to
bribe them
events.
with cookies.
Huh?
We bribe them with cookies. We give them cookies and say, this is an important.
Well, we just have to tell them and do a little bit more paperwork. It's not a big deal.
We'll add a blacksmith chair next year.
Blacksmith chair.
Yeah, he forges.
You really want to have a gladiator battle, don't you?
Oh, there is a club that does that sometimes at night on Central Campus.
What
It
the
was kinda fun.
the LARPing club?
Yeah, is that what it's called?
The live action role play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard about it. It sounds fun.
They don't kill each other. I've seen them.
No, they don't. They play with like foam swords, but it would still be fun though.
So we can, wait,
I could do
so they
that.
make fake lips or actual?
They killed the campus, bro.
There
I
are
mean,
9
it's
seasons.
I know, it's like, it's funny.
What?
Look
There
up
are 9
Like,
seasons.
I have no idea what's like
Oh,
actually
yeah.
the battle of
but, like, it's funny. There's like every time this is hard.
Not
And there's only one section.
I want to do it honestly, but also like.
Alright, I'm gonna start.
I don't have the time to do it.
I was down up at
Okay.
Like, it looks really fun. But also, like, I'm
Jeff and
not-
Jimmy, you're good. Can you come talk to me once you have a second?
I like how they always do it.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching the one viewer that was me. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.
Again, I've only seen them like once or twice. I've seen them. I saw them once.
I don't even know if I was